Welcome back to Grumpy Vet Garage. Today I'm going to work on a quick video in preparation for doing some of the first work on my new project car, the 2004 E55 AMG. First thing I need to troubleshoot on the car is the airmatic suspension. I have two bags in the rear that overnight will drop down and give me a vehicle too low warning on the dash. So to appropriately troubleshoot it, I want to be able to get underneath the vehicle, but I also want it to be sitting at ride height. That's where wheel cribs are going to come in. I've made a set of wheel cribs before with a friend for his vehicle. He really loves them, and I've always wanted to get a set, but I just never got around to making a set. While the main purpose I'm using these right now are for troubleshooting the airmatic, wheel cribs are also good for just in general getting your vehicle up higher than you might feel comfortable doing with jack stands. But also, say you're pulling a transmission and you need to get some clearance at the rocker panel to get the transmission up underneath the vehicle. Wheel cribs are an excellent way to get the vehicle up high enough. In fact, that's why we made them for my friend's vehicle so that he could pull a transmission. There are many ways to accomplish this. I'm going to give you the way that I'm going to use, but again, there's multiple ways to skin this cat. So what we have here is a total of 9 2x4s, and this is roughly 3 pounds or around 300 pieces as far as 2.5-inch screws, and that's what I'm going to use to make these wheel cribs. I went ahead and already cut them. You didn't want to see me cutting wood for a while, but these 9 2x4s got cut into 32 16-inch pieces and 32 10-inch pieces. I use a circular saw. I would recommend you also use a circular saw, but there's multiple ways to cut a 2x4. I just find that would be the easiest way to use it. Again, using a drill, gonna use the bit supplied with the screws to attach it, and then I'm going to be using 2 screws at every single corner and then offsetting them so I don't run into screw on top of another screw when I get to the next level. But again, I don't want this to be a long video, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get right to it. Okay, so I got the first one done. Again, just use a quarter of the wood you have allocated there. So that's going to be 8 pieces of the 10-inch and 8 pieces of the 16-inch. But now I need to do 3 more. I think what's important to see here is the screw orientation. So you see how I have them like this? The next level would be opposite. That way you're not screwing a screw right on top of another one and you're getting to open, meaty parts of the wood. But yeah, now do 3 more. Okay, so I got all 4 made and went ahead and put the AMG up on the wheel cribs. I would say these are about as high as you would want to go with a standard low profile jack from Harbor Freight. I could go a little bit higher, but I got 17 inches of clearance from the ground to the sill on the car. Granted, that's going to be dependent on what car you have. Also, like I was saying, it sits low in the back. These bags are clearly leaking. It's actually worse on the other side. If you want to see me troubleshooting that, that'll be in the next video. But yeah, 9 2x4s and less than 300 screws, like 260 screws to put together 4 wheel cribs, and definitely worth keeping. Very good tool. I'm glad I did it. Wish I had done it earlier. But if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to Grumpy Vet Garage, liking this video, sharing this video. We also have a Grumpy Vet Garage merch store and also affiliate marketing links for shopping. All of that is in the video description. But as always, thanks for coming and seeing me in my garage. And until next time, have a good one.